Hello, everyone. It's been a few days since I've seen you. We're going to get started with a sound bath today. And as your thoughts come up, as you have these different ideas and thoughts that come through your mind, the question we want to begin to ask ourselves is this thought of the divine mind or the ego? Is this my ego or is this my divine mind? So keep that in mind, and let me redirect us to the sound bath. Hello, my lovelies. Butterfly Nation, masters of transformation. If you don't know me by now, I'm Melinda NailFanatic of Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And who am I? I am spirit living as a human. I am spirit living as a human on planet Earth at the time of the greatest shift mankind has ever seen. And we're going to get into a general message for the collective. If you're here, you're meant to be here. There will be something in these messages that is specifically what you need to hear. There will be those of you who watch these videos that I produce, and including this one, you'll say to yourself, oh man, it's like you were telling my whole life story, Melinda. How you know everything going on in my world? Ooh. And sometimes it's how it plays out. Okay. We're going to do your personal live mini readings once I finish with the whole show. I don't know how long the show is going to be, so stick around. We are going to use today for your personal mini readings the Archangel Power Tarot cards. So if you want to be on the list for that, you put in your $5 US or more donation. The information is below the YouTube video and in the information on Facebook, okay? I want to thank you all for being here. This is the deck I'll be using. We'll be using the bottom of the deck and one card for your personal mini readings today. I need some more coffee. Honey, I got coffee and water today. I need both. And even that I'm hearing is a message that's saying like you're going to need energy for your physical body and you're going to need energy for your spirit right now. So let's get into these messages. Let's just God, creator of all that ever is, was, what be, or could be. We're so thankful and grateful that we are here for these love, peace, and happiness messages, these divine downloads, that we choose love, peace, and happiness every day, that we are the Butterfly Nation Masters of Transformation. We are here as the anchors and the grounding forces, the agents of transmutation of energies to ground this love, peace, and happiness energy into our current 3D reality. And we know we've done well. We know we've done well because we know that all physical creation, all creation in the 3D is a side effect of the 5D creation, meaning it's done in spirit before it can be done on earth. And it's done, it's done, it's done. If it wasn't done, we wouldn't be seeing all that stuff going on outside. Okay. Let's get into, and I hear for us, it's also a lot of it is y'all been doing the energy of clearing karmic cycles, genetic, ancestral, family karmic energy being cleared and transmuted within yourself. You know, every time you do that, you ground that karmic clearing energy of ancestral patterns for the collective soul groups and soul families with which you connect. Okay? All of them. If you're connected to minorities, if you're connected to abused individuals, if you're connected to controlling individuals, if you're connected to poverty, if you're connected to education or mental illness or whatever it is you're connected to, your transmutation of these energies, you're working through these patterns, these cyclical patterns, and shifting yourself through them makes it a more magnetic energy for all the collective soul groups with which you are connected. So we see it done in the 5D. Now it's so well done in the 5D, we can see the evidence of it profoundly in our 3D. So the word of clarity for today, let's get into the words of clarity for today. This is my custom handmade deck of cards. Anybody who would like one of their own, go to my website. The bottom of the deck, first off, let's start there. As the foundation is innovative. What is an innovation? An innovation is where you take something that exists, you tweak it, you refine it, you make it brand new and better, more highly functional, more effective. Yes, we have been innovative. We have been innovative in our ways, in our perspectives, in our own energy. And I'm hearing that a lot of that has to do with the way we chose, instead of to be the blamers of them, to be the creators within and say, what is this experience showing me about myself? And how can I transmute these energies when it's not one with which we are pleased? Okay, thank you. The word of clarity to help us embrace love today is gain. Ooh, and I hear it's all a gain. You got to know it's all a gain. Don't worry about what it looks like on the surface. People are making their choices. They're doing what their soul moves them to do. We all have a different purpose. We all came here to be a different actor within the world scene right now. There are those who came here to be involved in politics. There are the warriors that came here. There are the activists that came here. And guess what we came here for? Love and peace and happiness, and love and peace and happiness. We came here to be the grounders of the energy of love, peace, and happiness, to be the triggers of love, peace, and happiness, to be the spark of love, peace, and happiness, to ground the energy of love, peace, and happiness through the chaos in the streets. This morning I woke. I had to take a dump like nobody business. Yeah, I just said right here on YouTube. I do that too. I also fart. I sneeze. I cough like I'm a real human, just like you. I'm just saying. But this morning I had to have a release. My bowels was like, this shit got to go. And when I woke up and I'm sitting on the pot, and all I could hear was sirens going off and horns and stuff. Well, I live off of Martin Luther King Boulevard here in Las Vegas. And so I knew immediately what it was the protests and the resistance, right? And I immediately knew why I needed to release so powerfully this morning. Because in grounding this energy, we are channeling it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just because it's a normal bodily function. Like spirit was like channeling through me, letting me know, like, dude, this is really happening right now. This shift is real. The change is real. It's going to leave a tangible physical effect in our 3D world. Our world will never be the same. And I think we all know that. I glimpsed through the headlines. I don't watch the news, but I did glimpse through the headlines today for the first time in I don't know how long. And what I saw was the Black Lives Matter movement is worldwide right now. And I was like, wow, that's powerful, because this situation happened in the United States, and I was looking at other countries and how they're also having protests. So what we see happening is a shift. Now, what if anybody remembers exactly what video it was? Because I was like, I'm going to have to take some time to do the research on which video that was. I was doing a reading last year. I want to say it was November or December. It might have even been on my father's birthday, November 24th. I'm not certain. But it was a reading in which the King of Pentacles came out with the Emperor. And the message was, in 2020, you will see a shift in the balance of wealth and power on earth. I had no idea what that was going to look like. It was not for me to see before. But it is happening now, and this is what it looks like, people. This is what it looks like, people. Okay? So many of us have been looking for answers and solutions to so many things that we just knew were not humane. Humane. We may not have seen the way it was coming in, but here it is. So when we look around, and as individuals make their choices, we want to look at it and realize that it's all for gain of love. These are people following their hearts calling to do what they need to do. Do we have to agree with their choice of action? Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be for you. Absolutely not. But do we need to decide or pass judgment upon others for their choice of action or inaction? It doesn't serve us well if we can consider it all again and remember that the universe, as Gaia showed in the beginning of the quarantine worldwide, I mean, the canals of Venice were clean. Dolphins were swimming in them, and they were once some of the most polluted waters. The skies became clean. That happened in a very short amount of time because on this planet, it's constantly seeking its own balance. It's constantly rectifying whatever humans do to it. And that energy that showed itself first within our nature, in our natural environment, is now showing itself in humanity. So if you have chosen to view this video, that was not on accident, it was on purpose. And you're aligned with these messages in some way, shape, or form. And I would venture to say, Spirit says, because you have the proclivity to choose love, peace, and happiness, and love and peace and happiness. You don't want to go out and be involved in any type of rioting or, protesting really is not your thing. It's okay. It's somebody else's thing. They will do it. Those who it's for will do it. Our way of working these energies is to augment that which we would like to see more of. Because chances are, if you're watching this video, you have a at least very basic understanding of the power of positive thinking, of the power of focus. You may understand the law of attraction or the hermetic laws. You may understand how what you give your focus to and your attention to grows by your focus on it, which is quantum physics. You may be one who understands that. And I would venture to say, Spirit says, yes, you are. That's why you're attracted to these messages. So our ability to look at whatever the universe, whatever humanity, whatever society, whatever politics wants to give it to us, and know that we live in a planet where the balance is constantly coming up. We can consider it all again and know, like we know that as we focus upon love, peace, and happiness, that energy will grow. And that is our role in this. Because we're not focusing on destroying what we don't like or what we know is inhumane or what we know should not exist in this reality, but yet it does. Instead, we put energy and focus to what we would like to replace, to augment, to grow. Because if love and peace and happiness can grow, all this shit will automatically be gone. But if we keep watering the plant, it's not going to die. And I know that there are many who would not agree with this, and that's okay. If this video is not for you, I hope you've clicked off already. And if you haven't, this is your warning. Click off. If you didn't like anything I said up to this point, you ain't going to like the other shit that's about to come out my mouth. Get off. Save yourself the stress. We don't care about your negative comments. We don't care if you don't agree with us. We love you anyways. But go about and do what you need to this day. And if you agree with me, then hold on, because we're about to pull the word of clarity for peace is store. And the song has been coming to me all morning. Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin. Go look up and read the lyrics to Stairway to Heaven. Read the lyrics to Stairway to Heaven. Okay? Because there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. And she knows that if the stores are all closed, with a word, she could get what she came for. See, we are the alchemists. We work from energy. We work with atoms. We work with ether. We work with the all. And the mind is all and the all is mind. That's what we work with. And somebody has to do that. That's our role. So we want to remember that even if the store is closed, we could get what we came for. We need to know like we know, like we know. And peace, you got a storehouse full of peace, baby. You've been building up your peace. It's been coming through strongly in the messages. Now, we did have a 3-day period of silence. We were asked to just fucking process the energies. Because let me just tell you, on the 3 days that y'all didn't see me, oh my holy fuck, is the only way I could describe it. There was so much energies. And it was in the first day where I realized, as I felt like this inside, that's how I felt inside. And I stopped. I stopped and said, finally, after a good hour, hour and a half of it, probably, I stopped and finally asked, is this mine? And before I could finish the question, no came through. I'm like, oh, okay. So remember that tactic. Is this mine? And then what I started to perceive was, as I gave the energy back to source for transmutation, what I started to perceive was the collective is so filled with so much chaos right now. And because of the height of vibration that is my natural resting state, my baseline is so high. And the energy itself is seeking balance, as it is part of what Gaia is, in order to neutralize its low vibration. It seeks the high vibration. It must be polar opposite in order to neutralize, in order to ground out. And so I realized, as I was shown that I was grounding energy for the entire collective on Earth. Now, you all have your own sphere of energy radiance, and depending on how much you've pushed that, how much you've embraced that, and how much you focused upon that, your radiant energy field is, or auric field, or your spirit is different in proportion. But either way, whatever is in your energetic field, at this time, if you're watching this show, you are grounding energies out as well. And then your collective that you're influencing could just be you and your pet, if that's who you live with. Or it could be you and your block. Or it could be you in your office. Or fill in the blank. Either way, when you feel that inside, remember, is this mine? Most of y'all are going to get a no at this time. And if you happen to get a yes, and even if you get a no, it's like, okay, let's just got here, transmute this. You can do better with it than I can. I'm going to give it to you. Now, also, I had another question come through. I was doing a personal reading for one of our Butterfly Nation family members here. And the other question that I got to assist us. And remember, when we ask these questions, it's not for you to answer. It's for you to receive the divine download answer from spirit, from your higher self, from the divine mind. Okay. The other question that I got that we need to begin to work with, that I channeled through her reading, was, is this thought the divine mind or the ego mind? We need to begin to ask ourselves that. Because sometimes it looks like it's the ego mind, and sometimes it looks like it's the divine mind, but we can get confirmation by beginning to pose the question before we run with anything. So we have our storehouse of peace, and these techniques are going to help us to stay in peace, to augment the energies of peace. Praise. We're so thankful and grateful for that. Let's see what is the word of clarity for happiness today. We have growth. Ooh, when I hear, remember that as you see the chaos outside, it is only a physical expression of the spiritual growth that has happened. And the thing of it is, just because the majority of them are not conscious of the spiritual growth and evolution that has taken place within them does not mean that it has not happened. And we need to recall, again, what we started out this message with is that it must be done in the 5D before we can see the effects of it in the 3D. If you're seeing it in the 3D, it's been done in the 5D. And all for the last, oh, hell, how long have we been talking about clearing family karmic cycles? Maybe since I started the show, but really freaking heavy since last year. I can tell you, since last year was heavy, right? In the last 3 years, I'm hearing it's been a lot of it. But in changing these family karmic, generational karma, all these ancestral patterns, right? There is now evidence that what we have done inwardly is affecting our outward society. Because now planet Earth is clearing ancestral karma within humanity itself. And so these lower vibration energies, they used to hide and lurk in the shadows. Yeah, they can't hide no more, boo. The time of hiding is done. You must be seen. You must now be transmuted, because in the awareness that you exist, and by our focus upon it and the way that it has, and by those who are focused upon the higher vibrational aspects, it must shift, period. That's it. So we want to here, before I move forward with the flashcards, we want to give gratitude for every human on earth fulfilling their role in transmuting these energies at this time. We're so thankful and grateful that every human on earth right now, regardless of what role they are playing, is playing a valid and necessary role in raising the vibration, raising the consciousness, creating the awareness on earth at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the knowing and the experience that everything on earth by universal law is constantly balancing itself out. And so even if it looks like it's not working out for us, honey, it's all working out for us. They may not even know how they playing into the divine all mind, right? What is the flashcard for us today? Let's just go. What is the flashcard message for us today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. The two turtles. This is about partnership and duality. Working with our higher self. And twins. There's a lot of twins coming together right now. Why? Because by your focus upon that intense love, you're radiating at such an amplified rate that it is just touching and healing these energies. Honey, if you don't know what to do and how you can be a part of assisting planet Earth right now, let me tell you. Be in love. Have great sex. Eat delicious food that just moves your soul. Sing your favorite song. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Yes. What is it that turns you on and puts you in the space of love? Go there. And for that reason, some of you who view this video will be knowing, are already knowing that you are being brought into physical union with your twin right now. And what twin am I talking about? Y'all know. If you it, you know. I ain't going no more on that. We ain't doing a twin relationship right now. And for further confirmation, the green square is four-sided. The heart chakra is a fourth. Let me just tap that heart chakra ball while we all on the heart energy. Fourth chakra, heart chakra. Green color, heart chakra. Green color, heart chakra. This is all about that heart chakra energy. Y'all want to be assisting? Yeah. How can you make more love? That's what you can do to assist. Make more love. Make love, not war. Make love, not resistance. Make love, not violence. Make love, make love, make love. Is make love for you mean getting in the dirt and planting some seeds? Does make love for you mean riding the bikes with the kids? What does make love mean for you? Does make love mean taking your woman and just Yeah, whatever. Or your man or whatever. I'm just saying, like, how do you have love available that you can access, augment, focus on? Milk that thing. Yeah, I'm finna milk it, I'm telling you. Yeah, and take it where you want to. This is a grown folks show. If you ain't grown, then you should have your grown folks be watching this with you or whatever. I'm just saying. All right. Let's get a major arcana energy for today. Let's God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because it's all about that love and peace and happiness. Praise. Let's see. What is the major arcana message for us today? What is the energy on earth that we are dealing with? Period for humanity. And there it is. Ha! The devil is here, folks. But what do we always say? When the devil comes up, it's a chance to master that beast. And what is the devil energy? The shadow traits, the shadow aspects of our consciousness. So again, what's being done in the dark is coming out to the light. And I'm hearing, and those who have tried to, that dark energy that is enslaved mankind, and the consciousness of mankind is becoming highlighted at this time and being made, coming into awareness. Humans are coming into awareness of these energies like never before. And now it's time for mastering of the shadow. So for you and I, who are these love, peace, and happiness agents, this says, as the world spins into its own wheel of whatever you want to call it, chaos, resistance, protest, riot, all of these things, this is our chance to master our shadow, not to fall into fear, not to follow the masses. We are not sheeple. We are divine. We are divine children of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. And we are conscious of it. That is the only difference between us and them, is we are conscious of what we are. And this aids us in mastering our shadow. So we aren't just being chained to something. When those chains are so loose, we'd have broke ourselves free from that. But this is the energy we're dealing with on earth. So while you're out there and you're at the gas station, the grocery store, a restaurant, or everything is opening up more and more now, right? And you're dealing with humans who are bothered, upset, irritated, anxious, chaotic. Remember, they're at the place of mastering their shadow now. Allow them the freedom and the space to do that. You do not need to engage. It is not your battle. As a matter of fact, your part of the battle is to maintain mastery over your own shadow. You are an agent of love, peace, and happiness. Yes, yes, praise in all our days. So let's see what's the bottom of the deck. What brought us here? The world. See, there was a leveling up. There was a spiritual leveling up. See, here's the thing. This is the darkness, right? This devil guy, he is in the darkness. He's in the dungeon. There's some dark energy there in a dark place. But here we have the world. And this lady, she flying high. She's riding high. She's flying high. She's naked. She's got just this sash on her, covering parts of her body, not even all of her body. She's got her hands open. And the world is about a leveling up, a successful completion. When all you do is win, no matter what. And the thing of it is, in this energy, it affected the world because this devil is coming up because the world has leveled up. A spiritual wind created the collective facing of the shadow. So our collective is in the energy of shadow mastery at this time. I got my Pictorial Key Tarot. I want to see what are some of the messages for us today. I'm not going to decide what kind of reading this is. I'm going to speak generally and allow y'all to receive. Wow, the Empress. The Empress is here, and she serves as a guardian of love, peace, and happiness on earth. Her shield has Venus on it. She cares for and defends earth. She is, her weapon of war is love and peace and happiness, because it's not war that she's creating, But that's how she fights. This is like, I never fight fair. I always smile. I'm always happy. I never fight fair. This is how she fights. She brings with her abundance and wealth and prosperity, and health and good food and warm hugs and juicy kisses. Yes, baby. And she may be your missus. I'm just saying. The Empress is here. The Empress is here. She's about abundance, okay, on Earth. Right now, she's coming through as Gaia very strongly. And here we have the Four of Cups energy. And here we have somebody who does not want to look at the opportunity in front of them. They're so used to being happy with what they have that the opportunity to expand their happiness, they won't even look at. But it's still on the table because that hand of the divine is reaching out from that cloud and saying, here you go. You think this isn't what you want, but here it is. And how true is that on Gaia right now? We have an opportunity to raise the vibration. Do we necessarily like that we got to deal with this situation? No, it's not necessarily fun, but you got to do the work. You got to put in this energy to be able to get to where we want to be. Until these dark energies of this devil is coped with, dealt with, and transmuted, it's still going to be sitting in our fields of energy on Earth. And so, although some don't like what's going on and they feel like it's all wrong, this is horrible, this is an atrocity, this is tragic, whatever words that they want to describe it as, we know, let's God, we know that this is a game because these energies will exist until they have been transmuted. You cannot create or destroy energy. This is quantum physics. It can only be transmuted. So this is the opportunity available now to transmute energies. Whoa, okay, and I'm hearing that's the end of this. The bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So Gaia and the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, working together to bring us this opportunity. Okay, so hold on. I just can't shuffle no more. Show me more about what's coming out. We're just going to pull off the deck. So with this opportunity, what's the next message? Your Two of Cups. Oh, snappity, snap, snap. While there are ones who do not want to embrace the opportunity, they're turning their head away. There are enough of us being brought together who accept this opportunity. And we are coming to, and how are we doing it? What did I say? A lot of twins are coming together. This is about love for one another, love for humanity, humane treatment of humans and humans. Whatever hue you are, we're going to humanely treat you. We don't care what hue you are. In other words, how much pigmentation do your skin color? It don't matter. We're going to treat you like this. Like you are a human or a human. And this energy is humongous. Really? It's so corny. Anyways, so some will be like, I'm happy with the way things are. I don't want to look at the opportunity you have for me. And then here we are like, love and peace and happiness come together right now. Yeah. The next card we have coming out for us. Ooh, the devil again. So some people don't want to face the devil. But then some people are taking that opportunity to face the devil, to do the work of becoming that shadow master, to be that spiritual ninja. You can't take me down. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep it moving. Can't nobody rig my stride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no. Yeah. And the thing of it is, yeah, you might have a moment where you slip into your shadow and you'll be like, because the inside was going for so long. And so you might like lose your voice a little bit and sound a little bit raspy for a while because you just got to, what the fuck is going on? I'm telling you that with yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I was so irritated with feeling the way I was inside, realized what the hell is going on. This is that karmic energy, the release of the karmic energy. And y'all know I've been coping with my father's suicide so long, right? But I found myself a couple of days ago highly triggered about my father setting himself on fire again. And I'm like, ugh, I am so sick and tired of having to pay the repercussions for what other people did. I have done enough work. And so here I am in my bathroom screaming at God and the universe and my ancestors. I'm like, look, all y'all motherfuckers is in spirit. Do something about it. We don't deserve this. We deserve better. We deserve love and peace and happiness. We don't have to keep doing this forever. Fix it now. You know, and so here we are. Voice. Yeah. Anyways, the devil comes up. What happens with the devil? We got a bonus and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So they're saying here we're showing mastery. The word coming out in this card is mastery. Mastery, spiritual and physical mastery. It's showing me the duality of the physical and the spiritual with the bonus card here, saying applying the skills that we have. We have the mastery to overcome and master this devil. And we're doing it through the energy of love. We are doing it through the energy of love. Hold on a second. This thing is tripping out for my Facebook users. I don't understand why. Oh boy, what is going on here? No, okay, we're just gonna keep going. It is what it is at this point. Excuse the interruption. The 7 of Swords. While we're doing this mastery, somebody think they're gonna sneak away or get away with something. Yes, they do. Somebody believes that they're going to be able to sneak and get away with something. But what's going to happen? The Fool. They will find that the universe, and the divine knows exactly where you're at. It don't matter how far you run. It don't matter where you go. And I'm getting the scripture. I don't know exactly where it's at, right? But I'm getting the scripture that talks about, and in those days, they will cry out to the mountains, fall on top of us and cover us, and they will seek shelter in a cave, and there will be no place to hide for them. They will not be able to hide. It's like God saying, oh, you think you're sneaking away? You think you're getting away? Look at the way these cards look. I will find you no matter where you're at. Who will be found? That energy, that dark, devilish energy in anything and anyone that thinks they're getting away with anything. You like Michael's comment I'm watching. I pity the fool, Mr. T voice. Yes. You a damn fool if you think you can run from the divine. The divine is everything. You know those rocks and mountains you trying to hide in? Yeah, that's God too. You know the oceans, you want to go in that submersible vehicle, whatever it is? You want to go get in your submarine? Oh, yeah, God's that too. You think you can, like in, what is that, Marvel's Avengers or whatever, and they have their aircraft, their secret base in the air. You think you're going to go fly over and get away from God? Yeah, that's God too. You cannot fucking hide from the divine mind, people. And they will not be able to. So that at this point is, I'm hearing the collective message. The divine is here. There's God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. And so is Gaia. Also saying, I'm getting another quick little message for you here. We're just going to touch on divine partnerships, because we did touch on twin flames in twin relationships, profound soulmate relationships being brought together at this time. Yeah, that's real deal. And somebody's a little bit hesitant about accepting an offer, but I see that the offer will be accepted to come into union, physical union. And I feel that these partnerships are at a state in their consciousness where they are actually able to do the mastery of the shadow. They have received enough strength within their own storehouse to be able to master their own shadow, do the work, and anything that sneaks up, they are going to be able to approach it with the assistance of the divine for transmutation at this time, because y'all have everything you need within you to do whatever you need to do to get through. Okay. Okay, so this is our general message for today. Let's go ahead and get into your mini personal readings. Let me just see what I got here. Notifications on my phone. I see I have Wanda on the list and I have Kat on the list. Let me just check my Cash App just because that thing be late as heck on notifications lately. I don't know what's going on. They're trying to trip me up, but they don't work. I don't fall for it. Okay, and for those of you who got personal readings over the last couple days, I want to give you a huge thank you. I really appreciate the support. And let me just check in the notifications here on YouTube and see if we have super chats. I see Sherry came through. So it looks like I have Wanda, Kat, and Sherry in that order. If you would like to be added to get your mini personal reading using the Archangel Power Tarot cards, get your donation in before I start singing the closing song. Okay. So here we go. Let's see what we got going on. All right. What is the personal message for Wanda at this time, Mr. God? You have a perfect message for Wanda, and here it is. It showed itself. It's the Seven of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. The bottom of the deck. Well, hold on. There's a wishing well here and a stairway. And there are several buckets with the different colored water glowing from them, and they're the colors of the chakras. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Ariel. The Queen of Ariel is equivalent to the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Raphael is equivalent to the Seven of Cups. The Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. We have an angel standing off in the background. And we have a woman who is beautifully adorned in a beautiful surrounding. The Queen of Ariel energy is coming through right now as your creative power. Okay. And this Seven of Raphael is coming through right now saying, as you have chosen to create something, now it's time for you to consider your options, consider where you're at, and to decide which way you want to move forward, because you have to go through some processes. It speaks to detoxification. There's some things that will be needed to be released in order to aid you to move forward into what you've been creating. Okay. You at this time are being asked to consider where you're at, who's in your life, what you want, and if all of that is aligned, if the energy of all these separate forces are aligned towards those visions, goals, purpose, etc., and where it's not, to do the tweaking. The detoxification is showing me do the tweaking, take the action that's going to help set all of that stuff so it's all aligned in the same direction, so you can eliminate these cross-current energies. Because what you want to create is within your grasp. Yes, it is. You have the ability to do it, but you're being called upon to make a decision and realize what is aligned with that and what is not, okay? So that is your personal mini reading for today, Wanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go to Kat now. Kat, what is the perfect message for Kat at this time? Lesser God, thank you, thank you, thank you. This one wants to come out for you. It's the Queen of Gabriel, and she is, in the traditional tarot, the Queen of Wands, okay? And she says passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. This is a woman of color. This woman is calm, cool, and collected, but she is so unique. She could be representing Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and where you have that in your chart, Kat. but she is a creative energy. And this is telling you, like, you have to move towards the direction of your choosing and take the action. Creative action. So what I'm hearing is that maybe you're like, okay, well, I don't know how to do that. Can you draw a picture of it? Can you write a story about it? What can you do creatively to move towards that? Maybe you can't physically move towards it because maybe you don't even know what it is all the way. Maybe you could just write a story about being happy, though, or being fulfilled. Use your creative powers to move in that direction is what you're being asked to do at this time. Let's look at the bottom of the deck for you. Epiphany. Archangel Raziel is here for you. You can look him up to learn more about him. I would tell you more about him, but I don't know more about him. And I'm not going to tell you about him when I don't know about him. What I do know is this is equivalent to the Hermit in the traditional tarot, which is all about doing the soul searching, considering your soul and coming to realizations about the self. It says joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So this says that as you've been doing the work of lighting your own fire from within and dealing with yourself spiritually and following your spiritual guidance, you are being inspired to take action, and you already know what it's about. I'm hearing ain't no time like now for you to be channeling these messages, girl. And there's a lot of viewers on this channel that are channeling these messages, girl. And if you one of them, girl, boy, whoever you are, do the damn thing, because humanity right now could use it, you know, and they will use it. It's a very fortunate time to be in service to humanity. If you love being of service to humanity, this is the perfect prime time for it. So that is your message, Kat. Now we're going to move on to Sherry. What is a perfect message for Sherry at this time? Let's just God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is Sherry's message? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This one. Ooh, the Emperor. Archangel Uriel. So Sherry, you could do some research on Archangel Uriel because it's Uriel. Because again, I know, but yeah, you could do some research on it. Archangel Uriel, the Emperor, is all about expansion. It's an Aryan energy, so it's about Aries, possibly. It says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and ambitious plans. This card for you is saying, hey, anywhere where you have been doing this, keep doing it. And anywhere where you know you need to, do it more. And do what? Take charge over your situations. You are the boss. You got to be the boss. And I'm hearing for you this statement, which you can utilize, and anybody who's viewing this video can utilize. All energies in my energetic field that are here for my highest, lightest, and brightest good, you can stay. All others leave now. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Practice that. And so that's going to do that spiritual, anytime where you feel all this spiritual energy, right? Like we talked about, the collective energies of confusion, of chaos, of rage, of anger, of revolt and revenge. As you're grounding these energies out, you can remove them in several ways. Take charge of that. The bottom of the deck for you, Sherry, is Justice. So you have two archangels. Archangel Raguel, Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor, don't give up. You have been seeking balance. You have been seeking justice, and you had come to this place. If without this justice, you can't be in this Emperor energy. This is also endings that bring in expansion and open up energy for you to grow, to do more, to embrace another level that you hadn't before. So these are the messages that I have for you. Both of these energies are giving a strong you grounding and channeling balance. Balance, okay? All right, let's see. Now we have Georgina coming through. What is a perfect message for Georgina at this time? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Georgina. The Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So the Four of Ariel is like the Four of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And here it's asking you, where have you been holding too tightly, either to protect yourself, pulling back your energy. Oh. Okay. What I'm getting for you is this is actually coming through as advice. That it's okay for you to pull back your energy and be very open up, yes. Give energy, yes. Be very picky, choosy, and decisive over how much energy you give and to what you give your energy, your time, your focus is the message here for you. That it's not because they seek out your energy, but it's because you feel moved to give. So this is like, there's a person there who's asking for money and your heart does not feel moved to open up and give that dollar. But yet and still you go down the street somewhere else, and before you get out of the car, you see somebody who's not even looking at you. They haven't even seen you. And your heart says, give them $3. And so you open up and you give them $3. You know what I'm saying? So this is the energy of when you give, it is divinely inspired. It is not because they are asking. It is because you've been moved spiritually to do so. The bottom of the deck for you is Seven of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Now, when I've been putting these cards back in here, I put them in the middle and I've been shuffling them in hand. Y'all been seeing. This is saying, hey, in your recent past, you considered your options. You opened up your options. Now that you've opened up your options and you're considering your options, it's okay for you to be choosy about how you give and share your energy. That is the message I have for you, Georgina, at this time. Thank you for all you do and support. And now we have Pam. Thank you for your donation. Let's see, listeners, God, what is a perfect message for Pam at this time? Listeners, God, thank you. One card with the perfect message for Pam. What is a perfect message for Pam? Thank you. And here it is. You've got the Seven of Gabriel, which is the Seven of Wands in the traditional tarot, which speaks to me about persistence, about continuing to move forward and standing your ground, because the only reason other people want to knock you down is because they feel like you're above them, or you've worked harder, or you've gotten further, or you've been more successful, or you know what I'm saying? And it's like if they would put the energy towards whatever it is, then they could have it too. Anybody could have it, but they got to do the work, and you did the work, so you got where you are. And so somebody wants to push you down, knock you down, then I'm going to knock you down off your high horse. Well, honey, it's my high horse. How you think you're going to get me off of here? I'm the one that got the horse. Why don't you go get your own high horse, and you can feel great too. If you go get your own unicorn, maybe you could fly. But see, I got this here unicorn. I'm the one flying through the storm, through the chaos. And I get an energy here of you staying in the center of the storm. As the world is going through the changes and transformations it's going through, there is an energy here for you, Pam, staying as the center of the storm, in the place of the calm. And this is a huge message for everybody. But yes, Pam, this is your personal message. The card says, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. I love that for you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for you. The Four of Raphael. The Four of Raphael is the Four of Cups in the traditional tarot. It's about an opportunity that's available to you. But will you Move from what you think you want to discover what else is available for you. Sometimes you think you know what you want, but the universe will show you what you really want. And apparently it's like, be confident. There was an opportunity that was shown to you. And the words of this says, seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So as you have done this, now be confident. And I feel like this is now, as I've read all the wording here, I'm hearing, you've been through a lot of emotional changes, a lot of emotional restructuring. You had a lot of epiphanies about some of your ways and some of your own cycles and some of your truth and the way you've been acting and doing and being and moving and such. And now is the opportunity for you to really move forward confidently within this new awareness of who and what you are. And yeah, that's the message that I have for you at this time. So that looks like all the messages we have today. Let me just double check in on Cash App, because that's the one that be tripping me up. And then I've had to send people text message readings and instant messenger readings and stuff because they Cash App notification didn't come in for whatever reason. But either way, it worked. And it looks like we're good, everybody. So I look forward to coming back and doing more messages for you. This is what I have for you today. Go out there and remember to take the love gains, to use your storehouse of peace, and to find happiness in the growth, as we have found this innovative way for our days today that will carry us forward in a way that this earth has never seen before. I'll be back with more. Until then, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time. Thanks, ladies. Love you. And gentlemen, love you too. Laters. Until next time.